Let us explore further the economic impact on minority and women-owned firms. We're essentially discussing the effects that various policies and proposals have on these businesses. In the wonderful world of finance, there's always a delicate balance between treating people equitably and unintentionally causing negative economic consequences. It's like walking a tightrope while juggling flaming torches. Now, our esteemed Dr. Wachter mentioned the importance of representation and ensuring that everyone has access to opportunities to create wealth, and I couldn't agree more. But here's the thing, my young Padawan. Sometimes, in our noble quest for diversity and inclusion, we forget to consider the unintended consequences of our actions. It's like trying to bake a cake without realizing you're out of flour. Sure, you might end up with something, but it won't be the delicious treat you were hoping for. Take, for example, the private funds advisor proposal. The powers that be wanted to reconnect the economic analysis to ensure that it adequately considers the impact on minority and women-owned firms. Admirable, right? Well, hold on to your hats, because it turns out that these smaller firms might just bear the brunt of the burden. You see, the academic literature tells us that minority and women-owned firms tend to be smaller, and when you start piling on regulations and costs, it's like asking a chihuahua to carry a Great Dane on its back. It's just not fair, is it? The SEC is carefully considering this issue. They're evaluating comments and conducting economic analysis. It's all very important work, you know. But is it a priority? Now that's the million-dollar question.
Congressman, we are currently working on that economic analysis as part of the adoption of the private funds rule.
You see, there's considering something, and then there's considering something a priority. And let me tell you, the SEC is a master of considering things without necessarily making them a priority.
So we don't have to, from then to now, there is, you haven't finished it. Well, the question then is, do you have any initial assessment on the impact, what it would be to minority and women-owned law firms? Is there any assessment that you can give us at this time?
We all want to ensure that minority and women-owned firms have a fair shot at success. It's the right thing to do, after all. But the SEC has to navigate a complex web of regulations and policies, and sometimes the legal side of things doesn't quite align with our moral compass. It's like trying to fit a square peg into a round hole. It just doesn't work. It's important to strike a balance. We must strive for diversity and inclusion, but we must also consider the unintended consequences of our actions. It's like walking a tightrope while juggling flaming torches and trying not to set the whole circus on fire. Tricky, but not impossible. The economic impact on minority and women-owned firms is a topic that requires careful consideration. We must ensure that our actions align with our moral compass, while also navigating the legal complexities of the financial world. It's a delicate dance, my young Padawan, but one that we must master if we want to create a fair and prosperous society. And remember, when in doubt, always add a dash of sarcasm and a sprinkle of wit to lighten the mood. Stay curious, and never stop questioning the powers that be. And with that, my young Padawan, we've reached the end of our sarcastic journey. Remember, stay safe, stay skeptical, and always keep your financial hats on. Look out for the next video from Moneymirth. Don't forget to drop us a comment, and most importantly, my friend, subscribe. We appreciate you, and from all of us from Moneymirth, take care.